Alright, well, we are on the draw. Our opponent is mulligan, though, and our hand is keepable. I think our opponent's on some sort of Jeskai something. Don't know what kind. Don't really care. This hand is tolerable. This hand's not great, but I got turn 1 Astrolabe, double Muldrifter Pulse, so hard to go wrong. Pretty sure I clicked that Astrolabe already, but whatever. They pass with 2 mana up. This is uncomfortable, but they have some sort of island, so... Or some sort of tap land, rather. I'm fine if they force spike this Astrolabe, so I'm not going to play my land first. Now I just play another Astrolabe. We are Arkham this game. I would love a plant or a tower, but can't have it all. We got nothing else, so I'm just going to evoke a Muldrifter. Alright, well, we'll ditch that Moment's Piece. We missed our land drop, which is unfortunate, but do they have Muldrifter plus Ephemerate? It appears they do. Oh, or not. Okay. That was an aspirational Muldrifter plus Ephemerate. Oh god, I hope I don't miss my land drop. Did not. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna ditch the Prism. That's the worst card in my hand by quite a mile, so... Would love a land drop again to just play this Muldrifter from my hand, but let's see if they have a land. They do not. Do I just Condescend for 0? I don't think so. Condescend seems good enough in this situation that, like, if I just draw a land, we're much happier not to do this, but... Well, we missed. Let's just draw 2 cards. Always yield. That's frustrating. I have drawn a lot of cards. Guess I should have condescended, huh? Or bye. Alright, cool. My opponent had it right. They mulliganed, so they didn't have to discard hand size. As much, anyway. Still don't think it's right to condescend for 0. Okay. Well. Land? Whatever. They want to counter, they want to counter. Man, if I could have cycled this Ash Barrens instead of playing it, I could have pulsed it back, but... Alright, do they have the Ephemerate now? No. Again, it was an aspirational Muldrifter. It really wanted to draw into the Ephemerate, but did not quite get there. And they clearly would have Ephemerated if they had it, rather than brainstorming. Okay. Boom, land. Plant or a tower means I get to go mage into map, and then just cast the map. Yeah, okay. If I miss my land drop, though, I can't just do that, because then when am I ever going to crack it? Alright. Either way, we have now achieved Tron. We're going to have 9 mana next turn, and I believe we can turn the corner and win this game pretty easily, assuming our opponent's not, like, I don't even know what they could have. That's not it. I can tell you that. It's not a Core Skyfisher. That is not the threat they needed. Like, if they had Archaeomancer, Ephemerate, Dispel, I still can fight through that, so... Anyway. For now, we'll go ahead and get our tower. Play our tower. I think I'm going to play Prism and then see what we have. Likely I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah. No reason to swing suicidally. Because now I have Pulse plus Condescend up. Should be good. Alright, we'll go ahead and Pulse back. What? I guess I pop that out to take a screenshot at some point? Maybe? I'm just gonna target Horror. They don't know I have a Horror already. Dispel, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and just tap 3 of their lands. Or they can counter this if they want. I don't need the spells that badly. What? Oh. They tap 1 too many? Okay, they're just gonna pay. Don't want the planes. Don't really want the mine, because I can just go double Muldrifter or Muldrifter Horror next turn, so. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I condescended there. Go ahead and counter this. If we draw a land, we're just going to slam Wall, get back Prohibit. Yeah. Especially since now we have this extra Wall. Go ahead and get back Prohibit. Don't think I can get burnt out next turn, but actually, I don't think I can't get burnt out next turn. They only have 3 red. This is fine. Don't care about this. Counterspell's fine. Fine. Alright. Are we going to trade 2 for 4? They are. Believe we can lead with a Horror here. Yeah, because now I can go Prohibit, they Dispel, and I can play Wall plus Flicker. And that should be pretty good. Yeah. Wall, Flicker, getting back Flicker and Prohibit, I believe. Yeah. Now they can kill both walls, and then I play a wall, and they can counter the wall, I Prohibit, and they counter Prohibit, and I'm dead. But that requires them to kill both walls and have double counterspell up, which is going to be difficult for them to do. Anyway, we are going into game 2 with very little information, because they kind of didn't do anything. I'm just going to assume they're on some sort of control version. No Seekers. This might come back to bite me. Well, if it does, well, we'll have more information for the next game. They never had a good opportunity to use a Sprite. They also never had a good opportunity to just run Sprite out as a beater, because they were just using all their mana. They have Bolt. Oh, I need to change my lands around. To Sprite or not to Sprite? Here's some maybes in that pile. You could also just put a Moment's Peace in. Just an anti-combat card to get if they do have Seekers as a last-ditch effort. So I have to cut 2 of these? Ugh. Good condescend. They have at least 2 Dispels that we know about. I guess I get 2 more of these. None of these cards are bad. All these cards are good, rather. I don't know if they have Sprite, so I'm not going to put in Gutshot. And I think Moment's Peace is cowardly. But I also don't know how many Red Blasts they have. Let's do this. We'll have a Shattering Pulse and a Moment's Peace as flex slots. Then if we see Sprites, we'll put in Gutshot. If we see a bunch of Red Blasts, we'll put in more Blue Blasts. Seems fine. And if we see Seeker as well, we're going to have to rejigger the whole sideboard. wonder if they're one of those builds that has like very few counter spells, like capital C counter spells, and are just running a bunch of dispels instead. Because that build seems horrendous against Tron. The sand is bad. The sand is bad, but keepable. Put back. Oh, actually, no. I have a prism. Sorry. I thought that was an astrolabe for a second there. I've got astrolabes on the brain. Hey, speak of the devil. If they just play untapped island go, I am going to be suspicious. Fortunately, they had a tap land, which I'm going to just run this prism out against. Alright, blue blast. See what we draw and what they play. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out the Muldrifter. They want a Pyroblast, they can Pyroblast. They want a Counterspell, they can Counterspell. I've got the Pulse for it to get it back. And next turn I get to go Arkham's Astrolabe plus Flicker if they've tapped down. Or just hold up Pulse if they just tap mana up. Yeah, we can wait. Go ahead and Pulse at the end of their turn. This also looks like I have a Pyroblast waiting, so that's cool. Fortunately, I am going to get got pretty bad by a Spellstutter Sprite this game. Sure. A decent spell. Let's see what we draw. Yeah, I can't really play around Spellstutter Sprite here. Not with double Arkham's Astrolabe in hand. See what we draw. I don't want to run map into anything. Like, I could just draw... They didn't brainstorm a response to the Astrolabe? The hell? Okay. Fine. Okay. Are they seriously just going to run Muldrifter Ephemerate out against two... Whatever, sure. Opponent has no fear. Alright. See if they drew a Sprite or a Counterspell. And see if we draw a Pyroblast. Okay. I don't know why my opponent's playing this aggressive, but fine. I am happy enough to allow them to do this. Okay. Go ahead and get an island. Use all my mana. In turn, I flicker. Or if they Ancient Grudge here. Yeah, sure. If they Ash Barrens, I guess I just flicker. Just draw 2 cards. I do need spells, right? I need to find a Mystical Teachings at some point. I'm not going to run out and flicker into open mana, though. Or floating mana. Okay, I guess they don't get to shuffle. Alright, they have a 1 mana counterspell. Alright. They probably should have just Ash Barrens anyway. Like, their mana on this turn is way more important than stopping me from drawing 2 cards. So. Rather, 2 mana, right? Because they cycle the Ash Barrens. And then I flicker at the end of my turn. They then don't have to counter the flicker and don't have to use the mana on the Ash Barrens. So, it's quite a lot of mana that they threw away. If they're discarding 2 cards, I'm just going to say okay. My mana is less important than their cards in hand, I suppose. I think I'm going to run this Horror out. Oh, I drew Pyroblast. Oh, that makes things easy, doesn't it? I'm just going to run out Horror, and I'm just going to try to eat all of their things. They can Pyroblast here, I Blue Blast. If they... What? Okay. Huh. Sold. What the hell? What the hell is my opponent doing? I have no idea what their line is here. Like, maybe they have Pulse in hand and they just wanted to get that Pyroblast out, but... Ugh, whatever. See if they have another actual counterspell, or if they have two Pyroblasts here, or if they have Pyroblast plus Dispel. Well, they don't have Pyroblast plus Dispel because they left Plains up, so that's cool. Now what do we get here? I think I get Flicker and then Flicker. See what we draw off the Prism. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a lot of extra colored mana. I get to see what's on my Prism, and then if I need the extra mana, I can Flicker. Oh, that button speed is really bad. I could Flicker the Wall plus Tower, and then just get back Pulse if I wanted to cast that, or get back a Counterspell if I wanted that. But we've drawn a Pulse, a Moment's Peace instead of an actual relevant card, so we'll go ahead and do this again. I'm gonna get back Flicker. I can Flicker two things, draw two more cards next turn, but whew, I am regretting this Moment's Peace. I'll tell you that. Yeah, my opponent's line didn't make any sense, but like maybe they do have Pulse Marasa just sitting in hand and they wanted a creature in the yard, but they discarded a Muldrifter earlier, so I don't think that's the case. They just kill Wall, sure, whatever. Of course, Skyfisher, sure. Moment's Peace might actually be useful this game, assuming my opponent somehow blanked and I draw spells. I am going to need that Moment's Teachings eventually. Ghostly Flicker by itself, plus the card off my top of my library, ain't going to cut it. Certainly not if I just keep drawing lands. If they Red Blast my Wall, I guess I'm obligated to Flicker into their counterspell. Like, I can't just let them sit here, because eventually they'll draw another Archaeomancer and the game's locked, so... That's unfortunate. Skyfisher, sure. Are they gaining back their Muldrifter? No. Yeah, Moment's Peace might buy me some time. I'm gonna cast it next turn. I won't take 6. They're not casting something else, are they? Alright. What did they discard? They discarded Muldrifter? Sure. Unfortunately, I have ripped many lands, so... That is unfortunate. That Archaeomancer made no sense. Oh boy. Alright. I'll just draw. Whiffed pretty horrendously, but at least upkeep I get to Moment's Peace. And then flashback Moment's Peace, and if they counter both, I guess I'm gonna have to go off with Flicker, and they'll likely have another counterspell. But can't really do anything about that, given I ripped all the lands in a row. I did my best to thin, but it was not to be. Alright, well, I get another draw step at least. Sure. I would be so dead if they still have that Archaeomancer. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll just wait. I can just draw Teachings. Draw a Mnemonic Wall. Go ahead, Mnemonic Wall back a Pulse. Or get it countered. That'll be fine too. I'm dead to 2 counter spells anyway. Also, I just need to draw Teachings, so I'm just going to keep playing my lands. Yeah, I could hide information, but I don't think it's useful enough to do that. Like, I'm just stone dead to 2 counter spells anyway. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, Moment's Peace, not good. Shattering Pulse, medium. I also didn't see Sprites, which they had plenty of opportunities to cast Sprites, so I'm gonna put in some more Blue Blasts. They had a lot of opportunities to cast a Sprite this game, so. I'm not gonna put anything in. Plus, I got 4 red blasts if I really need to worry about a Sprite. Condescend, Pulse, yeah. We'll just put in a bunch of blue blasts, red blasts, and hopefully we won't rip 6 lands in a row? Something like that. I guess I drew the wall. But, whatever. I blanked on Mystical Teachings, and then I just never drew another relevant spell for a while. I had a turn there, like when I was flickering my wall. If I had just drawn like a stupid Muldrifter or something, the game is substantially different. Or if I had drawn that second wall then, I could just get back Pulse Marasa. Or a counterspell or whatever. But instead, I drew nothing. I drew Peace and then 2 lands. Not good enough. But it takes some time here. Maybe my opponent's only running like 2 sprites and they just didn't have them. Didn't draw them. That very well could be. But if they only have 2 sprites, I'm not putting in a gut shot. Seems way easier to just play around it. God, my opponent could have just owned me. Like, if they just didn't cast that stupid Archaeomancer, I think they're in way better shape. But, well. Alright, I would like to play first. Crap. This hand's keepable. Yeah, if I don't draw a Prism or a Snow Land or a map, I'm dead, but... Well, I've got 2 pieces of Tron and a Labe, and my hand is fine beyond that. Not great, but my opponent seems to prioritize Denerva Horror from what they've countered in the previous games, so... yeah, playing Tower's fine. Maybe I should have played a Mine there, but, like, what is my opponent going to do? Island into Spreading Seas off of a Simian Spirit Guide? Although, no, maybe if I draw a island, if I draw a Snowland, I'm going to want to play the Snowland. Okay, it doesn't matter. So maybe they could Spreading Seas my tower. Anyway, doesn't matter. They have their option of tower or mine to Spreading Seas, if they have Spreading Seas, and also they shouldn't be playing Spreading Seas anyway. Even if it's in their sideboard, they shouldn't bring it in because it gets owned by Flicker. So, anyway, long story short, the first land I played didn't matter, and the second land I played was automatic. So, I don't think there's a line where you play both mines first. That's just idiocy. So, my opponent thinking of brainstorm locking themselves. Is my opponent thinking about timing themselves out? Of course, here's where I just draw the mountain, and then I have to figure out if I want to run Astrolabe into a Sprite. And that's going to be an uncomfortable decision. Hopefully I just draw Island and can just run out Trinket Mage. Or another Astrolabe. Second Astrolabe's not that bad. It means I can chain them when I do draw Snow Mana. Bam. Okay. Oh. Get a Plains. Are they just going to tap themselves out and hope I don't draw anything? Why? Why are they doing this? Do they have no counterspells in hand? If I just rip a Snow Mana now, I can just go off. There's no reason to be that aggressive. Unless they have no counterspells. And if they have no counterspells, why would they not just Muldrift for last turn? Anyway, long story short, I'm going to try to draw a Snow Mana and win the game outright. I'm just discarding cards. Unfortunately, I'm also discarding cards. By horror. All right, let's see what's going on here. Are they gonna play another Ephemerate? No. All right, they've got their Astrolabe. They can run out their core Skyfishers now, or just bolt me twice. They have Bolt still in, huh? And they bolted before playing it a Preordain. Okay. All right. All right. Boom. Snow Mana. Not so much. I think I'm going to ditch Compulsive. If I draw an island, I'm just going to slam the Muldrifters, though. Or maybe an Astrolabe if that's available. Depends on what mana my opponent keeps up, or if they keep mana up at all. Alright, let's see what we can draw. Nothing! Alright. I'm going to ditch the horror. That's not going to be an easy enough way to win. My current game plan is, if I can survive long enough to get Tron plus Astrolabes out without getting them countered, my plan is to pulse and then loop pulse a bunch. Not try to set up a flicker loop bouncing all their stuff. That seems very far away. Also, my opponent has 25 cards left in their library. Anyway. So my opponent discarded Dispel and Red Blast, which means I am dead as hell. That means they're going to counter everything I play for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate, because I liked not being dead. 10, 6, so I am dead next turn, assuming they have an Archaeomancer in their top 30-something cards. We did it! Alright. Unfortunately, this is going to get countered, and I'm going to be dead. Alright. Well, we tried. We didn't try very hard, but we tried. They're ephemerating here? I guess they don't have the Archaeomancer. So my first color Manosaurus was 9 cards down. 8 cards down. I had 45 cards, 45 cards in my library. So the 8th card I drew for the game was that Ash Barrens. Alright, well, on the plus side, maybe I'm not dead. I'm very dead. I am extremely dead. Alright, lead on Astrolabe, see what they have. Hopefully draw Power Plant. Then I can go Prism into 2 different spells. Or they counter Prism and then, sure. If they got Sprite, they're easily spriting this. No reason not to. There's no other 1-drop they'd rather counter. Like even Map, they would rather counter the Astrolabe. Alright, they got full 4 counter spells at least. Well, they can't counter this one, so that's cool. Plant, off the top. Rip. Not a rip. Gonna go ahead and pulse back and Ash Barrens. Doesn't really matter. I am very dead. Ugh. Maybe they have all their Archaeomancers in the bottom 4 cards or whatever. Alright, we are extremely dead. Now, we could have won that very easily, but we didn't draw anything in the first 7 cards, which is unusual. But, you know, sometimes you just don't draw anything forever. I don't think that's a mulligan. That hand is too good if you hit a Colored Manosaurus in the first, let's say, 5 draws. You just are able to go bananas on the opponent. And I don't think mulliganing there to try to hit a better hand than that is wise. But we didn't get there, and now we're 2-1. Anyway, hopefully we'll draw a little bit better in the future games, and hopefully they'll ban Tron on October 7th.